option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Green. Right on the money. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
The toss to the outside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
That's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. From the 10 for the first play of this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Green. Floating away. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing him, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Gives it on the option. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anthony. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Green. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play.
Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Finds a tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Georgia going up tempo. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Delp. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting to school.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Green. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to pass, it's Green. Gets it out quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw again. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Stevens. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Diving for the score, and they knock it free. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Defensive front with a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the gift to the tight end. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. After getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On over the middle, it's dealt. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going deep. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. They've got the screen set up. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Humphries. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
And the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra. Return the 1-A play by this defense to get the football.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Toss sweep right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And some room to work. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
The plays, you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Razorbacks are marching down the field. He might want another play. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
Listen, as the game goes along, you start to figure out what that defense does. And that offense, I think they got a really good clue that that corner route continues to be open.
Diving for the score, and the ball's loose. Into the
heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing on the run. Snags it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. On target to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him.
There he goes. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking for space. It's Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Green. He'll heave it deep. Makes the grab at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. The clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The throw, this time on target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
He wants to throw it again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air, can make plays with his feet like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he puts through the extra point. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now to throw. Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw at Stockton. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Runs through the tackle. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on third down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? The defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a drive there of 82 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Green. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. team, already ranked in the top 25. The other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simpson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but some... Just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession. That is huge for their confidence.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count, perfectly got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Zings it complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming on that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Simpson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Keene. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the play.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Kane. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. Touchdown, Tiger. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Hits him with a stiff arm. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
The toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Auburn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but
there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the end. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Already find a hole in that secondary. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hayes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. And the Noles are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, put the offense in a worse situation.
Unloads to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Quarterback moving. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Motion from the back. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Got a man, it's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Defense might bring the house here. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He'll lob one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Delivers the stiff arm. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on first down. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Final play of the quarter coming. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on second down. He's going for the big play. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He's moving out of the pocket. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's McCoy.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken care of.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's White. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knowles! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. The skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grant behind the line. It's Haynes. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Clemson jumps to the line. Steps away to find some room. Pulls it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. Touchdown, Clemson! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Finds his man. It's McCoy.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Offense changing the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking for his man in the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Takes a hit as he fired. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He fires one deep down the right side. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Tiger! The defense putting points on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead.